Greetings, my Geminis. This is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot, and I'm here to do your bonus for the month of July. Whew, sorry y'all. Eyes are tingling just a little bit. I applied some peppermint essential oil and it's just traveling up to the eyes right now. But yeah, guys, I hope everybody's doing well, super healthy and sound. Looking forward to your bonus here. I've got a few decks that I brought up with me. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to pull from just yet. Bear with me. I might be blinking a bit for the next few minutes here. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's start off with this Moonology deck. This is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter, okay? We'll be reading from the perspective of the Gemini. You know, it's your story. Cross-watchers, you're totally welcome. You know, it might be interesting to do an energy comparison reading. So I'll actually pull this first card for whoever you may be dealing with. If you are in a relationship or if you have someone coming in, someone that you'll be interacting with. For those of you who've been with me for a while, y'all know that I'm a Gemini moon. In tropical astrology, in Vedic, I have like 5 or 6 Geminian placements, including Venus, but you know, and I feel resonance between both charts and their aspects. All right, no poppers. A time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. Many of you could be dealing with a Virgo by sun or by moon, particularly those two alignments. That's what we have for them. And for you, leave it to Gemini to have the popper. Blue moon, believe the impossible. So once in a blue moon, you know, we have these opportunities or chances to embark on something, be it by ourselves or with someone else, right? And it's a really opportune time to make things happen because that window of opportunity isn't always there. Now, with that being your message, blue moon, believing in the impossible, and then their message being a time to give rather than take, a new moon in Virgo. It seems as though if you have felt like you've given up on a situation, or maybe you just wanted to take a time out from it. I don't feel like everybody's wanted to give that up, but at least take a time out from it. Step away, put your energy into something else. You're not wrong in wanting to do that. You'll be just as successful in anything that you do. But it does seem as though the planetary bodies and source energy are conspiring to bring something back around to you. It's like the person that you're dealing with has had a revelation or an epiphany, and they will begin, if they haven't already, to see things differently. See things for what they really are, as far as like what they want. What is it that you contribute? What is it that they love about you? They're gonna stop shucking off the energy pretty soon, because I think that a lot of the taking has been like your energy, your effort to make something work, and you know, it takes 2 people to give into that. So if both aren't, you know, naturally, like you Gemini, you would decide to bounce. But I think they're realizing like, hey, you know, because they could very well be upset or in some sort of disarray because of how the connection's going. But I think the accountability is going to come up to where it's like, okay, well, what have I been doing to make this work? Now, and that's a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow. So I can't tell you that this would be an overnight thing, because even after moments of realization like that, like, takes time. But finally, seems as though their energy is geared towards making the effort. Now, the good part about it is, if you've heard this before, it seems as though this is the time that they're doing it, not only, you know, putting it in the guise of like, I'm doing this for someone else, as to which it won't work. They're doing this for themselves, you know. And as a byproduct, they can honestly and genuinely extend the same courtesies and energy to you. I'm gonna go ahead and pull some more, because who knows what else we've got in this story. So far, so good though. Like, it could be more bittersweet for you than anything, but yeah. This is a newer deck, and every now and then the cards will stick together. So when I try to shuffle like this, it's like, see, that's better. One card for the person or persons that Gemini is dealing with. I don't know, a lot of people are in polyamorous relationships and stuff, and I read for everybody, so. They've got Zucchini, the enlightened feminine. My gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. See, this is that change of speed right here, where they're starting to listen to what they know to be true. Pay attention to their intuition, their surroundings. Basically starting to get it. Now, Gemini being the wild card, as always, you know. Let's see what love oracle we can get for you. Rita of Keisha, the patroness of impossible causes. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. Yeah, well, this isn't that much of a wild card. Like, I expect sometimes Gemini to like throw a little wrench in the plan here. But both of your cards are pretty straightforward as well. Believe in the impossible, and I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. And then them, with it being time to give rather than take, their gut instinct is wise beyond reason. They're trusting their intuition to guide them. So like spirit, source energy, the planets, their intuition, again, is guiding them towards you in a way in which you need, or in a way in which you will accept or respond. This is somebody who had to change the game. If they didn't have to do very much for you to take a chance on them and try to put your love and affection into the situation, like they didn't have to do much before because they were getting it. Now, the equation is they're not getting it. What do they have to do to change it? And this is how, you know, it could be something that you could give another shot, like to really try and to try to trust, because a lot of people don't connect those dots. A lot of people don't get that. They will find a reason to be the victim, or just say, oh, well, if you want to play that hard game, I'm not going to chase you. I'm not going to run for you. You know, you'd find out how people really feel about you in situations like that. Like if they will let you go, or if they'll come back, or if they will come back wanting to and attempting to be a different person. You know, those are like 3 levels. And I think from what I see from the cards here, this person's definitely wanting to come back and present something to you that's of your worth. I don't think you are aware of it or believe in that possibility right now from the 2 cards that you have. And this is also showing me that all the while you still want it. All the while you wish you could work, but you know that it could work, but you feel just a little defeated by it. Kind of looking for different waters, different pastures. I won't say bluer waters or greener pastures, but I'll say that you are looking for something different. I don't even feel like you're in the space to throw shade like, let me go to where the grass is greener. Let me go to where the water's bluer. You're like, I just don't want this grass. I just don't think I want this water. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So it's like, you're applying a lot here to attempt to not make the same mistakes again, which I commend you for. But yeah, you're not too sure on how you feel about this at all. Let's get 3 cards for the person that, 2 cards for the person that Gemini's dealing with. I didn't get quite a glimpse yet, but if it was what I think it was, okay now. Now let me get 3 cards for Gemini. Wow. Yeah, it was the Malika of Swords, akin to the Queen of Swords, the 7 of Wands, and the Malika of Cups. You have the Ascetic, akin to the Hangman, the 4 of Cups, and the Death card, Soul. To be frank, it seems as though this person is becoming very clear on what they want, and they're going to get to the point where they, want to defend their love for you, that they want to come out and show it and profess it and stand by it and stand strong and be like, hey, I feel like you're the one. But I also get this idea that they feel like you have turned their back on them, I guess, through any of the actions you've been carrying out as you've been in this phase of being like, I don't know if that's gonna work anymore. I don't know if this is gonna be a thing. And, they're feeling kind of abandoned, hurt, and a little betrayed, but it's like they're going back and forth trying to decide like if the situation is even worth approaching if you've already moved on so far. Because it looks like you have. Yeah. And then after that comes the World. It looks like you have. It looks like, why? This is like the 2nd or 3rd reading where it's come around to someone like having this return and them like meeting someone. Because I feel like even if nobody's, some of you have somebody on your minds and on your hearts already. And if you don't, you're more optimistic than ever that you can have what you want. I don't know what you've been experiencing, seeing who's been flirting when you pass down the street, just whatever is letting you know, like whatever signs are coming in to let you know that you've got it like that. You've got it like that. So I think they kind of lost one, Gemini. It's almost the energy of if someone like lets too much time pass. Like if they let too much time pass, they didn't do anything, they didn't try to fix it, or just, getting it a little too late, like that song from JoJo. A little too late, or too late is what comes to mind, but. And that's not to say that there can't be an opportunity presented at any point in the future. in el futuro, you know? Total possibility, but right now I think you're focused on other things. I think life is really good for you. You're learning a lot, you're seeing a lot, you know, you have your close people that are there for you, making all this time just breezy. Like, you've got your assets, you've got your bad bitches, you know? Whether that's your friends, your family, like whatever it is, you may have formerly been in a place where if this would have happened, you would have been like, okay, I'm gonna jump on that train. But now it's just like a level of growing up and maturing to where like, I don't have to go back and see what that's about. If it comes back around, at least it'll be, you know, coming back around because of that forward motion. Like, if you're moving forward and things are coming in cycles, you know, if it's meant to be, as long as you're moving forward on your path, it'll come back around. And if it doesn't, then it's just something that, you know, you've already passed that cycle. It's not a cycle that's moving with you. That cycle itself is stagnant, which is why when we're in stagnant cycles, we remain stagnant. Like, we have to be part of cycles that move with us. And that's like the healthier side of things. And that seems to be where you are. Very, very interesting. Very happy for my Geminis. This is the type of Gemini energy that most people talk about, though. Like, when we talk about the capacity to do this. This is quintessential Gemini here. Like, hey, I'm with the winds now. Like, you had your opportunity, you had your shot. I have to keep moving forward. I have to keep living for me. I have to keep having experiences. I'm going to find my niche. You know, and that's probably going to be plural for anybody with Gemini in their chart, their niches, you know. Yeah. You're settled on finding those, and you will. So I hope you enjoy the bonus. If you want to book a personal reading, information about the readings are in the description box below, as well as my Instagram if you'd like to follow me on there. I like this reading for my Geminis. Much love, guys.